upon a time, in a peaceful meadow, there lived a clever little frog named Freddie. Freddie was known for his wisdom and quick thinking. He lived happily in a pond, surrounded by tall, green grass and colorful flowers. One day, two fishermen passed by the pond. However, they left because it was getting late. Freddie, the clever frog, warned everyone that they should escape before the fishermen returned. The next day, the fishermen came back with strong nets. They caught everyone in the pond except for Freddie, who had wisely left. The moral of the story is that it's better to err on the side of caution and assess risks in life. Once upon a time in a cozy little farm, there lived a hen named Henny. Henny was quite lazy. She loved to nap under the sun and hardly ever laid any eggs. Not far from Henny's coop, there was a busy anthill, home to many hardworking ants. One bright morning, while Henny was lounging, an ant named Andy happened to pass by. Andy was carrying a heavy grain of wheat back to the anthill. Seeing Henny lying there, Andy said, "Why don't you collect grains and work like us? Winter is coming, and you won't have any food." Henny chuckled and replied, "Oh, I'll worry about winter when it comes. For now, let me enjoy the sunshine." Months passed, and winter arrived. Henny, who had not prepared, found herself cold and hungry. She saw the ants enjoying the grains they had worked so hard to collect. Henny realized her mistake and learned that hard work and preparation are important. From that day on, Henny decided to be more like the ants. She started to lay eggs regularly and save some grains for the winter. The next year, when the cold season came, Henny was ready. She had learned the value of hard work and never went hungry again. And so, Henny and Andy became good friends, often sharing tips on how to prepare for the future. This story teaches kids the value of kindness, helping others, and how it enriches our own lives. I hope the little ones enjoy Timmy's adventure. The Muddy Elephant and the Clever Crocodile. Once upon a time, in the heart of the jungle, there lived an elephant named Ellie. Ellie was known for her love of adventure and her playful spirit. She loved splashing in the river and rolling around in the mud. One sunny morning, Ellie decided to take a stroll along the riverbank. As she walked, she noticed a crocodile sunbathing on a rock. The crocodile's eyes sparkled mischievously. "Hello, Ellie," called the crocodile. "Why don't you come over and join me on this warm rock?" Ellie hesitated. She had heard stories about crocodiles being cunning and tricky. But she was curious, so she waded into the water and climbed up next to the crocodile. "Isn't this nice?" said the crocodile. "But you know, Ellie, there's something magical about this mud. If you roll in it, you'll become the most beautiful elephant in the jungle." Ellie's eyes widened. She loved the idea of being the most beautiful elephant. Without thinking, she plopped down in the mud and rolled around. The mud covered her from head to toe, and she giggled with delight. The crocodile grinned. "Now, Ellie, there's just one small thing. To complete the transformation, you need to dive into the river and wash off the mud." Ellie nodded eagerly and plunged into the river. But as soon as she was underwater, the crocodile snapped his jaws shut. Ellie realized she had been tricked. She swam away as fast as her muddy legs could carry her. When she reached the safety of the riverbank, she looked back at the crocodile. "Why did you deceive me?" she asked. The crocodile laughed. "Because, my dear Ellie, I'm the guardian of the magical mud. Only those who are kind-hearted and brave can truly become beautiful." Ellie thought about her actions. She had been greedy and foolish. She thanked the crocodile for the lesson and promised to be wiser. From that day on, Ellie was known as the kindest and bravest elephant in the jungle. And whenever she saw the crocodile, she would nod and say, "Thank you for the mud, my friend." And so, Ellie learned that true beauty comes from within, and kindness is the greatest magic of all.
The Greedy Dog. Once upon a time, there was a dog named Buddy who lived in a small village. Buddy was always hungry and constantly on the lookout for food. One day, he saw a juicy bone lying outside a butcher's shop. Unable to resist the temptation, Buddy snatched the bone and ran off to enjoy his meal in peace. But there was a catch. In his haste, Buddy had to cross a narrow bridge over a river to get back to his cozy corner. As he reached the middle of the bridge, he happened to glance down into the water. To his surprise, Buddy saw his own reflection in the water, and he mistook it for another dog holding an even bigger bone. His greedy nature took over, and he thought, "I want that bone too. I should have both bones for myself." Without thinking, Buddy let go of his bone and barked loudly, hoping to scare away the other dog and claim its bone as well. But as he barked, the bone slipped from his mouth and fell into the river, disappearing forever. Buddy's heart sank with regret. He realized his foolish mistake. His greed had cost him the bone he had already possessed. He felt empty and sad, knowing he had nothing to eat now. From that day forward, Buddy learned a valuable lesson about greed. He understood that being content with what he had was more important than wanting more. He vowed never to be greedy again and to appreciate the things he already had. Buddy returned to the village with his head hanging low, humbled by his experience. The villagers, who had witnessed the incident, forgave him and offered him food out of kindness. Buddy wagged his tail gratefully, thankful for their understanding and generosity. From then on, Buddy lived a simpler and happier life, cherishing every meal and sharing his food with other hungry animals in need. And in the hearts of the villagers, Buddy became known as a wise and humble dog who had learned the importance of contentment and gratitude. And so, Buddy's story serves as a reminder to all of us that greed can lead to loss, but gratitude and contentment bring true happiness. Once upon a time, in a lush and vibrant jungle, there lived an elephant named Ella and a mischievous monkey named Milo. Despite their differences in size and temperament, Ella and Milo were the best of friends. One sunny morning, as Ella was leisurely strolling through the forest, she stumbled upon a beautiful, sparkling tree deep within the jungle. Its branches were heavy with the juiciest and most delectable fruits she had ever seen. Ella was too large to climb the tree, and her trunk couldn't reach the fruits. She let out a longing sigh, wishing she could taste those delightful treats. Milo, who was swinging from the trees above, noticed Ella's predicament. He decided to help his dear friend. With a mischievous grin, he descended from the trees and scurried up the sparkling tree with his incredible agility. He plucked the fruits and dropped them into Ella's eager trunk, one by one. Ella was overjoyed and thanked Milo profusely. Together, they enjoyed the delicious fruits, their laughter echoing through the jungle. They continued to explore the jungle together, facing challenges, and sharing in the beauty of their home. And so, the story of Ella the elephant and Milo the monkey became a legend in the jungle, reminding everyone that true friendship could overcome any obstacle, no matter how big or small. Moral of the story: stay calm to find solutions. Monkeys and the Cap Seller. Once upon a time, in a small village, there was a cap seller named Jack. He had a big bag full of colorful caps that he carried on his head and sold in different towns and markets. One sunny morning, Jack set out on a journey to the nearby town to sell his caps. As he walked through a dense forest on his way, he felt tired and decided to take a short nap under a shady tree. Before lying down, he placed his cap bag beside him and dozed off. Unbeknownst to Jack, a group of mischievous monkeys lived in the same forest. They were curious little creatures and loved to explore new things. When they saw the cap seller sleeping, they quietly came down from the trees and gathered around the bag of caps. Curiosity got the better of the monkeys, and one of them decided to try on a red cap. Soon, all the monkeys were wearing colorful caps on their heads, imitating the cap seller. When Jack woke up from his nap, he was shocked to see the monkeys wearing his caps. He tried to shoo them away, but the monkeys were playful and quick, jumping from tree to tree while still wearing the caps. Jack knew he couldn't catch the nimble monkeys, so he thought of a clever plan. He took off his own cap, held it in his hand, and threw it on the ground. To his amazement, the monkeys copied him and threw their caps on the ground too. With the monkeys now distracted by their own caps, Jack quickly gathered his caps and put them back in his bag. Feeling relieved, Jack continued his journey to the nearby town. Moral: stay calm to find solutions.